What's going on, YouTube? Connor on Chain here. Today I'm bringing you guys 5 real-world asset projects that, in my opinion, can perform exceptionally well this coming bull run. And in this video today, I'm going to be talking about, we're going to start out with like a nice mid cap, and we're going to go into a bunch of micro caps here. And so let's just jump right into it too. So the first one on my list here is, it's got a star right next to it, Alliance Block. So I really like Alliance Block. So what they're building is the infrastructure for decentralized tokenized markets. So I like Alliance Block and where they're coming from. They got a lot of solid partnerships, even partnership with Quant, which in my opinion it's extremely bullish. Quant is one of my top holdings for, major large caps. I love Quant. And I actually have something here I want to show you. So shout out Wado. He's got this he posted this like little thread here talking about Alliance Block. I think this kind of highlights like some of the super bullish aspects of it right here too. So it's a highly flexible architecture composed of interconnected layers that connect stakeholders, regulators, and technology to enable communication and compliance in a structured and cost-effective manner. NXRA is arguably one of the best partnerships in crypto because of the Quant overledger. It allows Alliance Block DEX to perform any-to-any swaps pretty much with zero fees, all in a fully regulated manner with trustless identity verification. And what I like about that is Quant is going to be using Alliance Block's DEX to do a lot of different business-to-business transactions. And I think that's extremely bullish just for the RWA space itself. It's just kind of highlighting the actual potential that this space has, or the narrative has here. The social media aspect of Alliance Block, as in there's so many people that talk about it all day, every day. Extremely bullish project. And I think just with the partnerships and the infrastructure that they're building, and even their team behind it, I think long term this is going to outperform most of the RWA assets, even if it's sitting at $50 million in market cap. Just because a coin's sitting, this high, a lot of people might say that this is a high price. Other people might come from a background, where they're mainly focused on the top 100, and they see this and they're like, 50 million, like that's tiny. I come from the aspect because I love micro caps, but seeing 50 million is fairly high to me. But a lot of people don't realize is that even from around this market cap size, the actual growth that still can come with a lot of projects. For this to hit 500 million as a 10x, that is probably the most easily achievable thing for most of these RWA projects alone, let alone some of the top 3 or 5, which I believe Alliance Block is one of the top 5 RWA narrative projects. But, a 10x is so easy to achieve. For this to hit $1 billion, I'm fairly certain that it's going to hit $1 billion, if not blow way past that. Just based off the hype factor alone, as in people know what they're doing, they know what they're building. Everyone's talking about it, and it's extremely bullish long term. Again, I can see this easy 20 to 30x, like, I don't know. Easy money off that. They got the infrastructure, they got everything going for it. So shout out Alliance Block. That's my number one RWA project that I see performing extremely well this whole bull run. So we're going to get into number 2 here. So I'm going to bring up, let's see. So now we're going to get into some micro caps. So IEXSwap, IXS. Yes, this one's actually up today, which is pretty cool. No way that low is 3 days ago. That's crazy. Sorry. IEXSwap I made a video on this about probably a couple weeks ago at this point. So what IEXSwap is it's basically a DEX for like future RWA assets. Any sort of security tokens, it plans on being the DEX to aggregate all these transactions and just be that go-to project for any sort of RWA transactions. You know, it's something about it that I really like too. Is like even with Alliance Block, like you can see IEXSwap right here. I actually just noticed that earlier today. Is that they're literally partnered with it too. So it just, again, it goes to show you like the power of these RWAs and like what can actually happen. And with IEXSwap, it's sitting at 1.5 million. You know, it's, bro, like this is, I think this honestly is very undervalued. It's been around for a little while. But honestly, this, to me, it seems like this project has yet to see any sort of pump. It's yet to see its actual full potential in a bull run, especially with its narrative taking over, you know. RWAs are one of my most bullish narratives in crypto at the moment. I really see this performing extremely well, especially if this gets traction in all sorts of different RWA asset classes, like, you know, even tokenized real estate to actual businesses tokenizing their, you know, shares. Like what, you know, I'm not the greatest at explaining things, but the future of where IEXSwap is aiming to be is so key. So IEXSwap at 1.5 million. Like you can only imagine how high that can go from here. That's, I really like what they're building, bro. I don't got much else to say about it. So we're gonna move on to number 3. So let's see if it's on the list here. So we gotta go down, down, down. Let's see. Yes, you know what? I'm not seeing it here. But anyways, I made another video on this as well. So this project is called Soil. Nice. It's actually up 14% right now, which is really good. So Soil itself is what they're aiming to do is to provide, you know what? Let me just wait for this site. Secure returns on stable coins backed by real world assets. I can never nail that down. But bottom line is they want to provide safe yields on, you know, stable coins based on actual assets that exist in the world outside of crypto. And the reason why I really like what they're doing and why I'm so bullish on that is because this opens the opportunity for a lot of different, whether it's brands in Web 2, like real companies, other actual assets, to provide real returns and provide a lot of liquidity into Web 3. And it's really interesting, like as a concept, because this is just secure returns on stable coins, because everyone knows that like a lot of stable coins have depegged over time for whatever reasons. You know, it's kind of scary because they're not, a lot of them aren't backed by anything, like, or most people don't even know what they're backed by like digital money, coins, dollars, you know, like whatever it is. But they're aiming to provide real backing behind like these stable coins that can actually provide solid yields, you know. I'm not going to go deep at all into this. You can watch my video on Soil. You know, there's so many bullish aspects of it, but this one it just launched, it just came out. I'm actually allocated in this project. I bought in somewhere around 18.5. So I'm currently down, which I don't care. The market cap alone is, I think, around 600 to 700K right now. And a lot of people have been talking about the, on Dex Screen or Dex Tools, it's saying the market cap's like 18 to 20 million, which is wrong. The fully diluted often shows on both the market cap and the fully diluted on Dex Screener. I'm like, what am I talking? Let me just pull it up. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, let's see if this actually loads today. It's loading a coin, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Chart AI, what's up? So let's check out Soil. But yeah, you can see right here though, like 16.1 million. So this is wrong. The market cap is under a million. You know, I'm really bullish on this for why I told you. I think this opens the doors up for so many businesses and real opportunity in Web 2 to actually join into Web 3, provide liquidity, and make solid, fair returns. To me, it just adds another level of trust and security to, you know, staking in crypto and actually earning yield on whatever you're doing with it. Super key. So that was number 3. So I'm kind of dragging this video out because I don't know how to talk sometimes, I swear. So number 4. So this is an interesting one. I honestly can see this one really taking off in the future. So Curio Governance. So this is CGT. So this project has been out for a little while. Actually, I say a little while as in multiple years now. But I'm going to pull up a tweet too. Oh, so you know, I have 6. There's actually a 6th one. So anyways, this one's number 4. Curio Invest is their Twitter. CGT is the ticker. This is a video just talking about, or a video, yeah, a tweet. Shout out Blockchain Goat. It's just a tweet he had talking about CGT. Decentralized model by its core. It's all about smart contracts and giving power back to the people, no middlemen. So their aim is here. RWA shouldn't be the playground of just elite. Everyone deserves a piece. So they got things going on for cars, car investing. Tokenized car investment game is changing. A rise in a car's value can mean profits for token holders. It's one of the few examples of real tokenization. You know, you can kind of just read it here. So they got a little bit going on, especially with cars, but they're mainly in like Europe. Let me pull up the website too. Yeah, so I don't even know why this does that. This pulls up like a page on their website. So this is their main site. But yeah, resell your asset to a new market segment entirely or fractionally. Every asset may be used as collateral for a loan or may be locked into DeFi to earn rewards. So they got their own DEX in which you can actually buy their token from. They got their own NFT like kind of market going on. They got, you know, really interesting stuff that they're building out here. This one, I'd recommend people do your research because again, this one has that around 400K in market cap. It's very tiny. But you know, on Twitter and social media too, a good amount of people are talking about this project. And you know, I like what they're bringing to the table. The chart looks fairly solid for an entry. You know, personally, I'd probably wait a little bit longer for it to go down, but I mean, I usually just go by market cap. Like, if you're getting into a solid project at 400K, I could care less if it dumps. It's like, bro, from 400K, once the bull market hits, that's got to hit a $40 million market cap to make an 100X. You know what I mean? And like I said before, Alliance Block was around 50 million. And this is already going to do a 100X before it even comes close to hitting Alliance Block's valuation. And Alliance Block's valuation right now is not even that big. So if this is what I mean. If you're getting into these projects this low, like you're talking about real massive gains. So Curio is what I'm watching. Do your research. I really like what they're building. Just long term. Again, most of these projects I'm talking about though, like I'm coming at this from a long-term perspective. I'm not talking about buy this now and this is going to trend up in the next week. Like most of these projects are going to go sideways. They might fall. They're going to do this, whether I talk about them or not. And I'm waiting for eventually when prices just go like this and then like this and then through the ceiling once the bull market really picks up. But if you're in these solid projects at this time, that's to me, that's all that matters. And it's the lower you can get into these these fundamentally strong projects, a lot of people, once this bull market kicks up again, are going to understand and realize like the value in the coins and the projects that you're already in, you know? But it's like the earlier the better. So I don't know if that was number 4 or 5. But anyways, this is going to be the last one. So this one is actually like, the use case on this is super, super interesting. This is Revest. So yeah, it's actually already at a $7 million market cap. So I was looking at it literally yesterday at around not even 500 or not even 5 million. But I'm not allocated into this one yet. This is definitely on my radar. And so this is shout out Professor X. I actually just followed him the other day because this is where I actually heard about this project. But Revest is, let's just jump into this. Like, I'm just gonna read this thread out a little bit. This is the first time huge money will ever enter the crypto space. We're witnessing a large sum of interest in finance. So let's see. So this talks about BlackRock finalized an RWA tokenization trade last week with JP Morgan. So while everyone's waiting for an ETF, the largest institutions in the world are already tokenizing assets. So that's pretty interesting, right? RVST pioneers financial NFTs using ERC 1155s. So this is where it comes in, is U.S. Treasury bills. So Treasury bills are government debt sold at a discount. Treasury bills are government debt sold at a discount. Investors can buy and sell T-bills to make money, like in traditional finance. For example, an investor can buy 1 million T-bill for $950,000. Then when the T-bill matures in a year, they can claim their $50,000 profit as the yield. And institutional investors love T-bills. Treasury bills are now being tokenized for huge benefits. And so this is mainly what Revest is aiming to offer, and what they already do offer is a huge thing they do is they tokenize T-bills, which I find that really, really interesting because I personally have never heard of T-bills. You can call me stupid, call me whatever. Like I just never have heard of T-bills before. But it was really interesting doing some research behind this, and I really like what they're doing, using financial NFTs, but using that infrastructure in the RWA narrative I think it's absolutely massive. Yeah, announced a partnership with OpenTrade. Pretty cool, built on Circle Perimeter Protocol. There's a lot of different bullish factors with Revest that I see that, they've been under the radar for a long time, but it seems like finally people are starting to see it. So Revest, I don't know if this was 5 or 6, but as I just go 4 or 5 or 6. So either way, these are a bunch of RWA projects that I see have a lot of potential. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only allocated into a couple of these. I'm allocated in Soil and CGT a little bit. So do your research. And if you guys found this video valuable, please like, comment, subscribe. And I really appreciate every single person watching these videos. It really means so much to me. Like, I'm trying to make this reality. I want this to be my life forever. So shout out you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.